What can I wrap my head around? 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 What? I'll figure it out.
Okay, well.
I know it's something, but it's just, I'm drawing a blank right now.
It's okay, you got it.
It's been a lot going on.
It really has.
It's been a lot happening.
You ain't even lied.
There's been a lot happening these last couple of days.
All right, sis. Let's start the show.
All right.
Hey guys.
Hey everyone.
What is happening?
What's poppin'?
I'm your girl Sierra T.
And I'm your girl Sherelle B.
And this is Headwraps and Lipsticks.
Where we wrap up.
That was my fault.
You good.
Should we just... And this is Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast.
Where we wrap the culture up in color.
I knew before. I was like, something don't...
You know what?
I was missing a word.
We just came off a holiday weekend. It's been a lot going on. Lots of food, lots of drinks. And then we had to go back to work.
Today was actually all right, though.
Yeah.
It was actually okay.
I had one meeting today.
Oh, that's good.
One meeting.
That's really
so
good.
I can get some stuff done.
Yes.
So,
That's really good. Yes, welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Episode 21, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Let's go with that.
Interesting list today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, I want to shout out to our sponsor, The Block. That's right. We are up there officially. We are in there like swimwear.
Yes.
You can find our episodes now from the last episode up until, recent.
Yeah.
Am I saying it right?
Yeah, I think y'all know what she's talking about.
Listen, I got a July 4th brain, whatever
Honestly.
that means, okay? My head's all fuzzy. But yes, we are on The Block. It's theblock.com. You can check us out. You can see us there. You can also go there for culture, articles,
lifestyle, arts,
entertainment. It's a wonderful website. And we're very excited.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, sis. Are you ready to jump to the show?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have it?
I'm just going to go with something because it's not probably what I really want to wrap my head around.
Okay.
All my other scoffs are throughout the episode.
Okay.
But I really can't wrap my head around people that only eat leftovers after one day. Y'all are wasters.
Oh no.
Y'all are wasters.
Y'all got food at the house still?
Yes. I mean, it was literally just 2 days ago.
I mean, if y'all need help,
I
didn't take any food because I thought
you didn't take no food.
I didn't take no food, and I was like, damn, I should have definitely.
You should have took some food.
I was definitely like, damn, I should have took some ribs or something.
Yo, but people really be like, oh, I'm not eating leftover. That was on Sunday. Okay, today's Tuesday. You too good to eat leftover? Listen. I don't understand. Y'all just got money like that to just all that food and for me, it's about the preparation. Mm-hmm. All the preparation that my family does, because my family for some reason does not know how to do anything small. We can't just have 3 people over. You know what I mean? It's just you okay. Mm-hmm. All the preparation that we do, eat the food. Yeah. Eat it to the last drop. Mm-hmm. So I still got potato salad. I still got some ribs. I still got a piece of chicken. I still got some pasta salad. And I'm going to eat it all until it's done.
I know.
Now, y'all, I don't eat leftovers.
I do. I be eating Thanksgiving leftovers until 3-4 days after.
I mean,
I be stretching it.
There's still meat on that ham.
Yeah, it really.
So,
right.
Why? What do you expect us to do with it? Throw it out?
I don't think so. No,
and
ma'am.
then the next thing y'all be, oh my God, the homeless. Oh, they would love those leftovers. Mm. Y'all throwing them out because now all of a sudden you want a cookout tray. You get the cookout tray after the leftovers are done.
Oh no!
I want y'all to do better.
I love.
And I want you to be grateful for the food that is prepared.
That's true. Yes, ma'am.
That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
Y'all are some weirdos.
Yes, y'all are. Yes.
What can't you wrap your head around, sis?
Okay, I got 2. I think I got 2 things.
Oh, okay.
The first thing is, so obviously we spent the holiday together with Sherelle's family, which was wonderful. Mm-hmm. But at some point we was watching. We were both watching TV, and do you remember? We was oh, there's an actual official league for cornhole.
Oh my God!
It was cornhole. So
I forgot all about that.
I did it because I was like, what is happening?
I forgot all about that.
Everybody knows what cornhole is. You know, the little square things that you throw little bean bags in a hole. Apparently, there's a full league for it. Like,
Bruh.
they had they had jerseys and sponsors on their jerseys. And I just was like, this is like...
We really were like stuck. Like, I'm sorry, what?
And it's called the American Cornhole League.
A frat boy's dream. Do you hear me?
And when and it was airing on ESPN, like the regular ESPN.
Listen, they doing like this. They like, oh man.
Yo,
Oh man.
getting a sip of water. Like when I tell you they were so intense. Yes. Just like that with the corn. I was like, this is absolutely insane.
I felt like I was watching a Will Ferrell movie. It feels like something that he should do. If he hears this, we did it first.
It was giving me dodgeball feels.
Yes.
Literally,
Yes. Oh my God, that was just me.
No. I was like, this. I was like, if I watch it, like, are we being punked right now?
What is happening here?
Because it's crazy. The other thing I can't wrap my head around was, so I went to the laundromat yesterday, and I had this water bottle with me.
Yeah.
This is like a regular water bottle, right?
Yeah.
So I'm in the laundromat. I take a sip of water, and a lady says to me, "Girl, is that a bottle of wine?" What?
Well, wait.
No, this. She thought this was a bottle of wine. She said, "Girl, I thought you was getting lit in here. I thought we was gonna have to carry you out." What? This is a water bottle. Why do you think I would be getting loosey goosey in the laundromat, ma'am?
You know what? I feel like people. You ever sense like people just have to say something to you? I think that was one of those moments.
I looked right at her and I said, "You think this is a wine bottle?" She was like, "Yeah, girl." She was like, "This is the biggest water bottle I've ever seen." I'm like, "No, it isn't. I got the big water bottle."
Honestly,
okay.
She has like gallons.
Okay, this
gallon-sized water bottles, so
but
that's
I just
nothing.
Couldn't wrap my head around her like being like so sincere. She was like,
Wow.
I mean, she was loud, girl, in the laundromat.
You know what? If you said one, I bet you she would ask you for some. I bet you $5 she would ask you for some.
I think she was trying to live vicariously through me, and I'm like, no, girl, I'm not getting drunk at the laundromat.
It sounds like a good time,
ma'am.
Oh no, never mind. I mean, you sitting there watching, waiting for your clothes to wash. You wait for them to dry. I mean, why not have a little sip of something?
If you are drinking out of wine at the laundromat, you have reached the bottom.
I mean, or maybe you've reached the top. Like, it could be a new thing.
If you're at your home laundromat in your home laundry washroom drinking wine, that's fine. But if you're at a public laundromat where other people are there and you are drinking wine,
or maybe a beer,
no.
Oh,
you are down bad. You are down bad. You're down bad.
I'm gonna be honest. If y'all see me in a laundromat with a beer, like, I could have just came from a meeting, and I'm just like, oh my God, like, you know what I mean? People go through things, like.
Hell no.
All right.
That lady was tripping.
Yeah, she wanted something. She wanted to make sure, like, because if that was wine, like, okay, I can't wrap my head around these mosquitoes that tore my legs up. Do you hear me?
It's okay.
Oh my gosh.
They got me on my arm, so I've been scratching my
arms. Like my ankle.
I was doing good until you just said something. Now I'm scratching.
I'm sorry.
This is all your fault.
I'm really sorry.
I was doing good. I wasn't even thinking about it.
Bruh, my ankle is like it's ridiculous. Like this is craziness. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
All right, sis. Are you ready to hop into this show? I know.
Yeah, I'm ready to.
We got a cute little list here.
This is craziness.
We are going to start off with some BS. On the eve of the 4th of July, some of the white people in Philly was like, I think I'll try it. And decided to do a protest in Philly.
Girl.
And it was so funny because we were all sitting outside, and I think Simone broke the news, and I literally just started cracking up laughing because Philly, a white supremacist protest in Philly.
In Philadelphia.
I literally could not stop laughing. I was cracking up. I was like, yeah, okay.
Girl.
You guessed it.
I have like really. Yeah. Well, in prime Philly fashion, I do have an article here. There was a fight that broke out from onlookers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Dozens of men marched in front of Philadelphia City Hall wearing khaki pants, blue shirts, tan hats, and white face coverings. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What? Thank you. Some of the men who appeared to belong to a Texas-based Patriot Front group were also waving American flags and other insignia as they marched through the Philadelphia streets on Saturday night. Like, you don't have nothing else to do on a Saturday night?
Ain't your wives at home? Help her prepare the food. Get the grill ready or something.
Right. That's what my dad was doing. You know what I'm saying? Real men. Like,
period.
Reports of the march revealed that the group was shouting, "Reclaim America," and "America is not for sale." What the? Of course it's not for sale. We got trillions of dollars of debt.
We are. China owes us.
Okay,
I mean,
like,
we owe China as a matter of fact.
We're the last country for sale.
Okay,
the last. Yeah. So basically, onlookers was like, "What's good?"
Right.
Okay. They started pushing and shoving them, and was like, "Yeah, y'all can get the hell up out of here." And this is how Patriot Front is described. They're described as a white supremacist group whose members maintain that their ancestors conquered America and bequeathed it solely to them.
What? Read that one more time.
Okay. Patriot Front is described by the Anti-Defamation League as a white supremacist group whose members maintain that their ancestors conquered America and bequeathed it solely to them. I'm going to look up what bequeathed mean because I have no idea what that means.
Oh, I've heard that word in a book before.
Oh, it says leave to a person or other beneficiaries by a will. So,
where's the will?
Okay.
Is the will the Constitution?
So that means like these are questions that need answers.
No, for real.
But yeah, so really ghetto, really ghetto here. They're ridiculous. Like, police were not seen interfering as the group marched through Philadelphia, and no arrests have been reported. Members of the group have previously marched through cities like, D.C., just...
Of course, it's a group from the South feeling like they can come up here, do that, and not get their ass beat.
I was thinking about this over the weekend. Like, I never thought that we would really come to a time where things like the American flag look very, very funny in the light. Seriously, sometimes it makes me a little uncomfortable because, you think back to when you're younger and, you learn about the history of this country and everything like that. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. Like, whatever. We really don't really care like that. Mm-hmm. But it's like, when you were in school, you used to do this. Like, it was just a reason for you to get up and do, you know what I'm saying? It was like just part of your daily routine. And now it's like,
a lot of people look at that as like it's indoctrination.
Yeah.
Pledging allegiance to the flag, standing up. Did you see that clip of all the white people in Walmart?
Yo.
Singing, was they singing America the Beautiful?
They were singing the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh my God. It was
Even
really
worse.
Weird. It looked like a weird movie, something out of a movie.
It really, can you imagine walking into Walmart this time, like, all right, I'm going to get me some cucumbers. Wait.
Yeah. Yo. It was weird.
Okay.
It was weird.
Listen, I'm just telling y'all, please continue to wear y'all masks. I was in Walmart and this man and his wife had on, they were both matching head asses. They had on matching shirts. It said unmasked, unvaccinated, unafraid, this, that. And I was just like, okay. Like.
They're bold.
I mean, and I'm not defending them, but it's just like, I mean, the CDC said take your mask off. So.
Listen.
I'm glad to see shirts like that. I'd rather see shirts like that than people just out here with no mask and good and damn well you've been around every and anybody and you haven't been vaccinated and not thinking about getting vaccinated. It's just, oh gosh, I just can't believe we're in this.
Listen, if you want to mess around and find out about that Delta variant, you're on your own. I won't be taking any chances. I will be wearing my mask in public with these people
at all times.
I do not trust them
at all times.
Do you remember the day? It was like to the day, like when it was like, the CDC was like, take your mask off. As soon as you went outside, people was like, woo, finally. Like,
girl.
Every time I go into the store, I'm like, I feel like I'm in crazy town.
Yeah.
Because there's nobody wearing a mask.
Like people are just. I saw a video of this girl. I guess she's on the show Too Hot to Handle. Or she was on the show, whatever. I don't know.
Oh, what's her name? Chloe?
She's a black girl?
Oh, then never mind. No, I don't know.
So she's some black girl, and she's running through Manhattan because she has a billboard in Times Square, so she's really excited. And I saw her run through the subway. She had no mask. And that's the first thing. I said, oh, she's in the subway. Station in New York City without a mask?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, thank you.
So I just be careful. And to those white supremacists that really thought that was going to happen in Philadelphia.
No.
Do that somewhere in Iowa somewhere, because in Philly that ain't about to happen.
It's not about to happen up there.
Okay,
it's not.
moving, I guess, eastward, kind of. Is that Philadelphia, New Jersey?
New Jersey's up.
Okay, yeah, yeah. All right. So remember last season, there was a story that went viral on Twitter, and we were talking about it back in Valley Stream, Long Island, where a black woman was being seriously harassed by her neighbors, to the point where she had to put a very long note on her door describing what was happening to her, from feces being thrown onto her grass to people standing in front of her house with shotguns threatening her and her daughter. She wanted to do something about it, and it took one black man to get a group of black men to have shifts sitting in front of her house, making sure that nothing happened. Well, it's also happening in Jersey. There was a couple and a white man who has been harassing them for some time now, and another black man had to protect them because this man was ridiculous. He was calling them monkeys, the N-word.
Several times.
Several times. It is ridiculous. I really, this story made me really, really mad because it was just like, are you serious? Like, you have nothing else to do with your time.
You don't.
Yeah, so his name is Edward Kangi Matthews, and this was in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. It's ridiculous. Well, and the person that was filming it was also black. He was calling they were calling them a monkey, the N-word, just like out loud, just in the neighborhood, just like, get these effing N-words, like, you monkey, go back to just doing the most. And the cop showed up. He's I can tell the cop was kind of getting pissed off because, like, dude, go home. Like, I'll talk to you later. But well, Twitter did what it had to do because, of course, whoever put this on her name is at
Let me see.
Denisina.
Denisocio.
Denisocio. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay.
Is that it?
Yes, that's the dude.
I love it.
So shout outs to this young lady. I don't know if she was the one filming it, but whatever it is, she put it on Twitter. It went viral, and guess what? The man was literally, like, hundreds of people went in front of this man's house protesting with their Black Lives Matter flag. It was beautiful.
Wonderful.
They arrested him, and he's gone. I was literally telling Sis before we recorded that there's a conversation that we need to have about races up north. I think that there's some type of a stigma that, and I'm not, that racism, I'm not saying that doesn't exist, but it's just not as
prevalent.
Yes, it's not as prevalent as it is in the South. And I will tell you, as somebody who grew up on Long Island, New York, it is very prevalent. I never really felt racism like that growing up. However, when I went in my town, because Baldwin I looked at it as like a melting pot. There were all types of different people. However, when we left school, they went their way, we went our way. And when I went to other towns like Oceanside, Long Beach, like some of those towns, even Rockville Center. There used to be a club in Rockville Center that we used to go to all the time. They got extremely racist once we started partying there, and it got very, very uncomfortable. I don't know who said that racism doesn't exist up there, but it does. It's not just a below the Mason-Dixon line thing. And things like this is, proof. It's proof. This white man had no problem yelling outside, yelling to other neighbors, get these effing, N-words out of here, And then if you listen to the clip, it's like, do you know what happened to the last people that was here? So he does this on a regular.
Yes, this is his MO, that's what he does.
Unnecessary.
It was really, really disgusting. And definitely to point out, what Sis said about, racism up north, like, same for me. I never really experienced it, but, I definitely have cousins who experienced it, and I believe them, being harassed by police and things like that, or, we went skating and one of my cousins being called an N-word by, a white girl at the skating ring. Like, it's real. Like, it's everywhere. I don't really know how to explain the difference in terms of, like, why it's a little bit, I don't know if suppressed is the right word, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if that's the right word, but, like,
No, I get what you mean, and I think it's because like what you were talking about what you just say about the when we were saying the Pledge of Allegiance. Mm-hmm. It's almost like that's just what was taught to us. When you talk about history and listen, I don't know which war. What was when the North and the South?
The Civil War?
Yeah, that one. So it's kind of like, oh well, the South. You see the Confederate flag. The North doesn't have a flag like that, so it's like, oh, that doesn't exist up there. No, ma'am, no sir, that's not what it is. So just continue to just watch your backs, like, know who your neighbors are, if for the most part,
right?
And just be very, very careful out here, man. It's ridiculous. I cannot believe that people are just so bold. Like I almost I don't want to say I want to thank Donald Trump, but he put a battery in these people's backs.
Yeah, he did.
And it was just like, because we were so oblivious to the fact that race, because we had an African American president, we had an African American first lady, and everything was just all hunky dory for the last 8 years. And then here comes this dude and was like, no. He put a battery in these people's backs, and this is why we had Charlottesville. This is why we had a ban on Muslims. This is why we had January 6th. Like, and it's disgusting, and it's still happening. And it really just makes me really sick that these people are so comfortable. But then on the flip side, it's like, you know what? I'd rather see it.
Yeah.
I don't want, if you're racist, just be racist. Do it out loud.
Because ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
And America was, I don't want to say America was completely blissful prior to.
Yeah.
But we were in a comfortable.
Yeah.
Listen, take all my words with a grain of salt here, okay? We were in a comfortable space, right?
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah. We thought everything was cool. They elected a black man. We are in the promised land. No.
People were like, oh, racism is over because we had a black president, which I never believed that either, but
yeah,
whatever. Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Listen, we'll have some stuff coming up for you guys later on this season, because a lot of primaries are coming up. Please pay very close attention to some of these candidates who are trying to take the place of the new candidates, like in Georgia, North Carolina, Arizona. There's a lot of stuff going on. So please pay attention. The work is not over. They already running around with Trump 2024 flags, which scares me to death. But let's not focus on that. Let's focus on what we can do right now. And that's keep the ones who are literally willing to work for all people in the office. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Speaking of diversity.
Craziness.
Preston's story came down. I don't know if it came out down today, but Nikole Hannah Jones. She's a reporter.
She's a professor.
Yeah. She applied for tenure at UNC Chapel Hill, right up the street, around here, up the street, and was denied.
Yeah.
Right? And then she filed for a lawsuit, right, against the school.
Yes. I'm sorry. She is a journalist. I'm bugging. I'm sorry.
I thought so.
Please forgive me, y'all.
Nikole Hannah Jones. So she threatened with lawsuits and whatnot and things like that. And they finally voted on her on the last day to make a decision. And they voted 9-4 in her favor. And sis was like, you know what? Actually, I don't want this job no more. And is now going to be onboarding at Howard University.
Listen. Shout out to HU because they continue to win, and I'm not mad at it. I'm really not.
Love to see it.
The crazy part is Miss Jones is a alumni of UNC Chapel Hill. Like, if that's not a slap in the face, right. I don't know what is. Like,
and then the clip where she's talking to Gail, she's saying, everyone for that who applied for that position prior to her was white and got the position with no issue. And yet, automatically off the top, when she first applied, she's denied.
It's ridiculous.
And a lot of people be like, well, it's not racism. What is it?
She's won a Pulitzer. She's won a Pulitzer. Like, I don't know what university would not be honored to have someone of that stature on their staff teaching students. Like, why? What is it? She literally won a Pulitzer Prize for New York Times Magazine's The 1619 Project, which is like basically America's history of slavery. So you don't say this is not racism.
It's definitely racism.
Yeah.
A Pulitzer? You know how I feel about people who win Pulitzers.
Yeah. Yeah, she really has a thing for them. But
and on top, it's her alma mater, and that is so offensive and a slap in the face.
Yeah. So just reading to like, so she never even sought out the job at UNCC. Not UNCC, UNC Chapel Hill. She was actually recruited by UNC's journalism dean before her tenure application stalled amid objections by a powerful donor and concerns by conservatives about her work. You know, I think like, who was I having a conversation with? It might have been my dad, and we were talking about like how things kind of go, what happens behind the scenes. Like a lot of people, I don't think they really realize that there's a board of directors. There's other people besides just like, you know, the head coach or the head dean or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They don't really have the power that the board of directors do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she was probably fine until one of the people with the money, okay, was just like, no, because this is that and the third. And then there was like, you know, well, we don't want, you know, this person's money to get it. They don't care about the student's education. It's all about the money. It's all about the money.
Especially them at basketball school.
Right. So wait.
I'm listening.
So you don't want a professor to come that won a Pulitzer for her work about slavery, but you want to sit here and watch all these black athletes. You want to claim Michael Jordan. You want to claim every black athlete that has come from UNC Chapel Hill to the NBA. You don't care nothing. You don't care about none of that. Make it make sense, yo.
Is it Uchi Wally or is it One Mike?
I don't even want to get into how I feel about when it comes to black athletes in some of these schools. I'm trying to tell y'all, like, I have a problem with it. I want kids and I want them to do what they want to do. But when it comes to them, if they become athletes and the schools, I'm sorry, because of things like this. So she can't teach because of she's teaching the real. And this is probably the same donor that is in the stands cheering on Zion Williamson and Michael Jordan and the rest. Well, no, Zion Williamson went to Duke. But same thing. Same school, different address. It don't even matter.
Ooh.
It don't even matter.
They've got racist statues over there, too.
Okay. So shout out to Howard University. It was like, oh, well, they don't want her. We got her over here. Like, don't even worry about it. So shout outs to them. I hope they do right by her, and I hope she is able to teach what needs to be taught.
Yeah, they got a Pulitzer, a teacher who's a professor, I'm sorry, who is a Pulitzer winner.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
We love to see it.
Yeah.
Turn it up.
You know, I can't.
I know.
I really can't. It really pisses me off. Like, it just makes me so mad. Like, you know, I kind of think about with the NBA, I was thinking about with the Clippers. Was I talking to you? Who was I talking to? I was talking about how the Clippers, you know, what happened with the Clippers owner. He said them racist guys.
Yeah.
How?
Money.
Your whole team is black.
Money.
And you got the nerve. Money. You got the nerve.
It's that cheddar.
But listen, some of y'all still cheer on UNC Chapel Hill. Y'all fight over school y'all can't even get into. So I don't want to hear it. And I will die on that hill. I'm tired of y'all.
Listen, one of the first things they ask you when you move down here, they ask you Chapel Hill or Duke.
A&T.
You see, I am a you see the vibes?
G-Ho.
You know the vibes.
All day.
You know the vibes.
A&T, Livingstone, Central.
That's it. That is the answer.
Sure. St. Augustine, Fayetteville State, Elizabeth State, all the states.
Mm-hmm. I'm rooting for the HBCUs.
But y'all keep on rooting for these racist schools.
Ooh, oh my God.
Y'all go ahead.
Oh my God.
Can't even get into them. Anyway.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
It pisses me off I swear,
I'm
every
right there
time.
with you, sis.
Every time. Y'all do this every year. Some crap happens about Duke and Chapel Hill, and y'all be on Twitter talking about like, oh, you know, da-da-da. But then as soon as they play each other, as soon as one of them players go to the league, oh yeah, shout outs to the Carolina Blue. Yep. What happened to the racism Ask one of them players about the racism they probably experienced on campus. But y'all tune ain't gonna change regardless, so it don't even matter. I'm sorry.
No, you good.
It pisses me off.
Go off, sis.
Every time. And stuff like what Miss Jones is going through is the reason why.
That don't make no sense to me.
But y'all keep on watching the games.
An accomplished and esteemed professor.
Y'all keep on
and
watching
she had to go
games.
through all that just to get a yes, and then was like, no, like that's crazy to me.
Good for her for that.
I love it.
I'm not even gonna give y'all the benefit. I'm gonna wait for y'all can go through the whole process. Meanwhile, I'm going through another process myself.
Right. I love it. It's my favorite song. Turn it up.
Okay.
Next here, and this sis, you're gonna take this story over because a man shot in Charlotte in March. You say?
Yeah. So yeah, I saw the story. Last March there was a young man who was shot on the plaza at a Citgo gas station. His name was Frankie Jennings, and we're talking about this because it's looking like the Mecklenburg County District Attorney announced that they will not seek charges against the U.S. Marshal who shot and killed him in March. So it looks like the shooting happened around 11 a.m. According to the district attorney, 32-year-old Frankie Jennings was pumping gas when federal marshals with the Carolinas Regional Fugitive Task Force attempted to serve him warrants. In the report, it said that when Jennings spotted law enforcement, he ran to the driver's side of his Mercedes, where he got into a brief struggle with two law enforcement officers. So two law enforcement officers and one person. I don't know why y'all needed to shoot him. Like, I don't know how two people couldn't put... And U.S. Marshals are big dudes. They ain't no little dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, why y'all couldn't just arrest him? So
Tase him?
Yeah, y'all could have just tased him. That was unnecessary. You know, but I don't know why people... I never really understood why people try to run. Like, if you're at a gas station, it's really kind of... If you're pumping gas, it's kind of... Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go?
That's true.
So, you know, there was no need. I mean, I kind of, like, just looking at the report, it looks like, you know, Jennings was able to put the Mercedes in gear and the car began to move forward. And then he fired 3 shots. So he wasn't armed or anything like that. He was just trying to get away. They shot him. Yeah, so no charges are going to be filed against.
They would have been able to find him again, clearly, because they found him at the gas station.
Exactly. Of course, an agent told investigators that he pulled the trigger because he's feared for his life and the lives of other officers.
What about when we fear for our lives? What about when we fear for our lives?
Like, I understand he put the they said they found a loaded semi-automatic handgun. It was in the you know, the center console of the car,
but he didn't have it in his hand.
He didn't have it in his hand. All he had in his hand was a gear shift, and he tried to move the car. Y'all could have just shot the tires. Like, he wasn't gonna get that far. What
are they not? What is going on with the police departments? What are they?
I think that statement right there, whoever was the first officer to say that ever, feared for his life. That was like the stamp, like, ooh, that is my get away free card. I just got to say that I fear for my life. You know what I mean?
That's terrible.
So, I don't know.
Cops are menaces. They're terrorizing civilians.
Yeah.
The civilians fear for their lives.
Yeah. So rest in peace to Frankie Jennings. I'm really sorry that happened to you.
Yeah.
I really am.
Absolutely. Remember that you can find stories like this and other things on itstheblock.com. Culture, arts, local, community information. What's going on in the city? You want to be abreast of it. You should be wherever you are. But if you are interested specifically in Charlotte, itstheblock.com is where you need to be because they got all the deets.
You are good at that.
I'm doing my best.
You are really good at that. Like, I'm sorry. You are good at that. Like, you are just fucking good at
My
that.
mom worked in radio for a little bit. You know, I was paying attention just a tad.
I can tell.
Just a tad.
Shout out to Miss Stephanie.
Yes. What do we have next on our list?
Everything is kind of like a little all over the place. You know what? Since we were talking about sports, let's kind of get into this Rachel Nichols and the NBA situation.
I don't know who this white woman is,
Okay.
but they've been getting her out of here.
Yeah.
They have been making that woman pack today.
This is a common case of make sure your mic is off. Okay? Sorry. Make sure your mic is off because it's not looking good for your girl. Yeah, so Rachel Nichols is a ESPN reporter. She specializes in the NBA. She's been doing this for years and years and years and years and years. So apparently, the mic picked up on some statements that she made in regards to her colleague, Miss Maria Taylor. You know, if you watch basketball, you know Maria Taylor is one of many African-American female analysts who are just slaying, really. And apparently Maria took her spot for the 2020 NBA Finals last year, right? Okay. And Rachel ain't like that. Basically, she said the only reason that sis got the spot is because they are kind of trying to fill some type of diversity void, and I'm not really feeling that.
Oh.
Let me find the exact quote of what she said, because it was kind of
no.
Yeah. It was
She's giving it like it's for affirmative action vibes.
Yeah, that's basically what she said. So
oh no.
Yeah. So here's what she said. Okay. She said, if you need to give her more things to do because you are feeling pressure about your crappy long-time record on diversity, which, by the way, I know personally from the female side of it, like, go for it. This is what she said in the recording. She said, just find it somewhere else. You're not going to find it from me or taking my thing away. All right? So basically ESPN was like, oh, that's how you feel? So how about you don't do anything for the 2021 NBA Finals as well?
Damn.
Yeah, so actually for the NBA Finals, the 2021 NBA Finals that actually start this week between the Phoenix Suns and the Milwaukee Bucks, they have replaced her with Micaiah Andrews.
Who is she a black woman?
She is also a black woman.
Sis is not doing well.
Listen.
Dang, Rachel.
They are getting her up out of here. Apparently there's been reports about her being a little thought in the bubble. With Mr. Jimmy Butler.
Not thoughting in the bubble.
I mean, listen, there's not much you can... I'm not giving her the green light to do it, but what else was she going to do?
Yeah, well, that's true.
What else she going to do? Yeah.
Dang, girl.
Common case of just keep your thoughts to yourself, sis.
Racism people can never keep their mouth shut. When you hateful people can't keep their mouth shut.
Yeah.
You can never keep their mouth
I will say this. Racism definitely does have does take a precedent in this case, but I also think this is just woman against woman.
It does seem like that too, yeah.
We really have to stop doing stuff like this. Like, forget Maria, forget Rachel, forget ESPN. We really have to stop as women. We cannot sit here and talk about woman power and Me Too and Black Girl Magic and all these other hashtags we've created, but we are constantly at each other's necks. Like, don't let one get ahead of the other. Like, and I don't know about with men, but with women, I work with women all day, every day, and it's actually kind of like disheartening because it's like, wow, you really like to see all these women come up, but let one of them get a meeting over another one. Mm-hmm. It's not looking good. And I think we're just competitive. There was some clip I saw on Twitter earlier today. This young lady, she was definitely thicker than most. She had this really cute bathing suit. She looked really cute. And the quote was like, she was like, you're telling me with all this, you actually think not white women. She said, you actually think skinny women are attractive?
Was that necessary?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Okay, girl.
Like, sis, if you look good. Okay? You look good. Winnie Harlow and Takara can look good at the same time. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like,
you can do both. Exactly.
So it's just something about women against women. And I really hope that one day that we can just stop with this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because of course, to the eyes of society, we're looking at it like this is racist, as, Maria, blah, 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 blah. But on the flip side, it's really just like, if you read the quote of what Rachel said, she's coming from like, you're taking my spot. You know what I'm saying? You're taking my spot. So it just so happens that Maria was black. If she wasn't, it would still be girl on girl crime. Mm-hmm. And it sucks. It really does suck.
Yeah, Rachel needs to look within on that one.
Yeah, we're already, you're already in the, dealing with ESPN, which is a man's channel. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with sports. It's just a man's world. Mm-hmm. A lot of women have, broken down doors and barriers to get to these slots. We don't need y'all beefing with each other. That's just not cool.
That ain't necessary, and it's not cute.
It's not, because look what happened. Now you added 2 jobs.
Dang, girl, you had 2 jobs, and now you're 2 jobs down.
That sucks.
Hate to see it.
I am gonna seeing Micaiah on the sidelines reporting.
Good for her.
But who you going for with the finals?
I am torn because I really do want
Chris Paul.
Yes, thank you, to win. But then my friend Marcel is from Wisconsin. What's up, Marcel? So
what up?
I don't know if they ever had a ring. Did they ever go to the championship?
I don't know.
So I'm torn. I don't know.
I'm rooting for the Suns. I want CP3 to win a ring. I would love him because I feel like he's on like kind of the cusp of retirement. Mm-hmm. So I really would love to see him win a ring. I like Devin Booker. I like his game. But I do like Giannis too. But I don't know if Giannis is ready.
Has the 7 games started already?
It starts literally today.
All right. We're not a sports podcast, but let's just throw this out here. Who do you think gonna win? How many games? Or like, who do you think is gonna get to the 4 first?
I'm hoping this is a 7-game series.
You think it's gonna go to the full 7?
I do. I actually think that. Yeah, I think the Suns and the Bucks. Yeah.
I have not watched basketball in years, but I think it's going to be a 5.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be 5 games. We are not a sports podcast.
No,
so
you're not gonna see that here.
We could very much be wrong. Tune in next week, and we will have we'll tune in a couple of weeks from now.
When we get the championship.
Yeah, and then we'll rehash this.
It could be a blowout. It could just be game 4. Like
right, and we would both be wrong.
Hopefully, it's the Suns.
Again, I'm not picking a team.
Devin Booker is now my mom's new boo. Like, let me tell you about my mom. She was like, first she was on Marcus Morris that played for the Clippers because she called me. She was like, Relly, I have a new boo. I said, who? She said, a new basketball boo. I said, over Steph Curry? She said, yeah. I said, what's his name? She said, I don't know. She said, I just know he's tall. He has a lot of tattoos. I said, so that's 95% of the NBA.
That's just true.
Like,
that could be anybody.
I said, what team is he playing? She said, I don't know. I said, okay, Ma, you're real down bad.
Miss Sonya.
Okay, so then I went over there and I was watching the Clippers Suns series, and she said, there he is. I said, Marcus Morris?
I don't know what Marcus Morris looks like. But
I mean, he's not the worst dude to look at.
But she also had the hots for Steph Curry. So I'm not...
Well, wait. What's wrong with Steph Curry?
Oh. What's next on the top?
I mean, if we're going to go light skin, we go Steph Curry or go home.
Do we?
Yeah.
If we're going light skin, we're going Blake Griffin.
If we're going light skin, we're going to go with championships. Blake doesn't have any. So.
That's not nice.
I mean, it's the truth.
But he's hot, though.
Yeah, he's hot.
He's hot.
At home. Sorry. But now her new light skin boo is Devin Booker. Okay.
And what team does he play for?
He plays for the Suns.
Okay.
He's the young kid on the Suns.
Okay.
So yeah, I kind of get it. He ain't hard to look at either.
I will have to Google all of these men. I have, like I said,
he looks better than Blake Griffin. I agree. Like,
I just feel like that's impossible. But
it's very much possible.
You are hating.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, since we're speaking of haters, the turkey leg hut in Houston, Texas said, "Girl, I don't know where you're going with that bonnet or that revealing clothing or with your boobs hanging out or your booty hanging out, but it won't be here."
Yeah.
And it was very interesting because Turkey Leg Hut is not an establishment that looks like an upscale restaurant.
We went to the Instagram page, and sis was like with the tents out and the hookah. You talking? Listen to these words. I mean, words. Listen to these rules real quick.
Dress code.
Ridiculous. What'd I do with it? Oh, I sent it to you.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, where's that? Okay. All body parts must be completely covered. Like breasts, thighs, buttocks, like don't even come up. No cleavage. It's gonna be hard for me. No, like I don't know what to tell you. No swimwear of any kind. Like he said, this is the heart of Third Ward, not the beach. No exposed undergarments. So that means no sports bras, panties, or anything resembling these items. Get this. This also includes white tank tops for men. So cover up them beaters. Cover up them beaters, y'all. No house attire allowed. No wave caps, bonnets, do-rags, bandanas, house shoes, or shower caps allowed. We want you to feel at home, but this is not your home. No excessively revealing clothing. No excessively revealing or soiled clothing allowed. This includes all distressed or ripped clothing. So
no distressed jeans?
So if you have a rip on your knee, cover it up or you're not getting service.
Oh my God.
Shorts and shirts must cover your entire top and bottom. And number 6, no obscene language. So now they're listening to every conversation at y'all tables or baggy clothing. No attire. Okay, so basically it's just on the clothing. So no attire with obscene language or inappropriate offensive graphics. No excessively bagging or sagging pants. Pants must be worn at your natural waistline. I see no problem with that.
That's fine, yeah. But like a Turkey Leg Hut looks like a place where you would absolutely go in with your bonnet on. That's all I'm saying.
It looks like the let out, like something like that's where you go after the party. That's what it looked like.
It looks like the building was built in 1938 and they haven't made renovations except for the tents outside.
Damn.
And I just feel like if you're going to require all of this, then make sure that you're using a real building instead of tents.
Yeah. Yeah. This was interesting. And Twitter was like going... Okay, so basically, the only way you can go to Turkey Hut is if you just left church. Okay? You just left church, you haven't changed clothes yet, and you need to eat after church. Remind you, this is in Houston, where it's like 1,000 degrees, so...
Pull those kitten heels out, girls.
Cover up. Get the turtlenecks out in the middle of the summer, because you can't do nothing else.
Child, you're going to have to be out there with a hijabi on.
I mean, seriously... It's ridiculous. Like, are you kidding me?
I gotta change religions to have turkey legs?
God, it's...
I just don't...
That's hilarious to me.
It is funny to me, too. Like, okay, girl.
Very funny. What else is funny is how Lil Uzi Vert... Get y'all mans, y'all. Like, get y'all mans. So...
Where is that? You got it?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, he put his ex-girlfriend in the hospital. Okay, so I'm gonna read it because it's just, you can't make stuff like this up. Okay, there was a recent altercation between Lil Uzi Vert, St. John, and Uzi's former girlfriend, Brittany Bird, in West California last week. I'm not really sure who Brittany Bird is. I have heard of St. John. Okay, so basically, oh yeah, this is crazy. Speaking exclusively with the Shade Room. Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
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 Cool.
Speaking exclusively with the Shade Room in an article published on July 2nd, Britney's manager, Brianna, whose last name was not reported, said Uzi assaulted her client during a fit of rage, leaving Bird hospitalized. Brianna claims that Bird was having a lunch meeting with John and director James Samuel at the Dialogue Cafe in West Hollywood near Sunset Boulevard around 12 p.m. on Friday, July 2nd, so in broad daylight, when Uzi pulled up in a Cadillac SUV and confronted Bird. The Philly rapper then allegedly punched Bird in the face multiple times and pointed a gun at her chest before fleeing the scene. St. John was not involved in the tussle as previously believed. Bird and John have a strictly working relationship, says Brianna, despite the rumors that were sparked about the two possibly dating when they were spotted together in Los Angeles back in March. Let me say something real quick. Why is it that when y'all see two people of the opposite sex together, that is automatically they're dating?
Right.
Y'all need to stop that.
Right.
Like, just like I saw reports of Tom Holland and Zendaya kissing. Aren't they filming a new Spider-Man?
Oh, they are.
I mean, could have been a scene in Spider-Man because they are together as love interests in Spider-Man.
They weren't love interests at the end of that.
I didn't see it, so I never saw any of the Tom Holland.
Continue the story.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So according to the manager, said Uzi has been stalking Britney since they broke up. Uzi is toxic and mentally and physically abusive.
For what? Why is he stalking her? Aren't you with JT?
When we saw he's from that clip when they were on live, nothing shocks me here.
Well, this is true.
Okay.
Because he seemed very toxic and abusive.
In short, as previously reported, the incident was initially called an altercation between Uzi and John. Once again, y'all messing stuff up. Uzi reportedly confronted John and threw a punch at him in the cafes. That never happened. Witnesses saw Uzi flash a gun handle, which led to chaos. Both men reportedly left before the police arrived on the scene.
Is she mad? Is he mad that she moving on, or like just like getting her life together? What is the point of this?
I don't know. It says following the incident, she was taken to a local hospital. She has also filed a police report. Girl,
What? Get him out of here.
listen.
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here
And JT, get out.
quick,
Leave.
because it's only a matter of time.
Leave.
Like, oh my gosh. But to your point, like, I mean, you with JT, so like, why are you running up?
On her. What is happening right now?
I can't. I really can't. I can't. I don't got time for these rappers. Lil Uzi Vert don't even slap like that.
I don't know. All I know is Now I Do What I Want.
I like that song, and I know the other song.
Oh.
From the back,
Push Me to the Edge. All My Friends Are Dead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why would I want to listen to that?
Right.
I'm not even going to front. I remember when I first heard that song, and I was like, "This is what we listening to."
They said it was about money because all of the people on the money are dead.
Those are your friends?
That's what he said.
The slave owners on the money?
Ooh, oh my God. Next topic.
Sorry.
We are going to run through these. We're getting close to the end here.
Sorry.
Meghan McCain is leaving The View. Good for her host. Oh my God. Good for the other people on that show because I know they was tired of her. She seemed very insufferable to deal with, especially at the beginning.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little sad because she was giving the show a little zest.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, like
With her Meghan bangs, her bangs and her black hairstyles.
But who are they about to argue with now?
They'll find somebody. There's always a conservative who won't shut the hell up.
This is very true.
They're everywhere. They are in abundance.
Maybe they'll get Tommy Lauren.
Nah.
Oh no, she would be
I think Whoopi will bust her head open.
cancel the show.
But Whoopi will bust her head open to the white meat. I'm almost certain of it.
You know what?
I would bet money that she would be like, nah, I got to fight this one right here.
Unacceptable.
Okay?
Unacceptable.
So yes, Meghan McCain is leaving
Damn.
The View. Speaking of talk show hosts, Wendy Williams decided to display her hurt on her show towards Tabitha Brown because Tabitha Brown has decided to retire her husband. That's right. Tabitha Brown has made so much money that she is able to retire her husband from being a cop in LA, which great. Good for her. I would have done it too. Wendy Williams went on her little rant, was like, girl, don't do it. Your man gonna cheat on you, blah, 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 just like my man did me. And it's like, oh, I'm not you, baby. I'm not you. I believe my sis over here has a clip of Tabitha Brown reading her so
right.
eloquently, so beautifully.
Y'all all right?
Very very Christian-like.
Y'all all right?
So
It's really like ridiculous. Like
Yes.
why?
she really went in on her. It was 5 minutes long though, right?
I'm just gonna play a little clip.
Okay.
I was up doing a little work here. That's why I got my pajamas on in my office. And then my phone started going off, like praising people. It's like, girl, you're Wendy Williams. First of all, Wendy Williams, honey, God bless.
Oh,
First of all, Wendy Williams, honey, God
sorry.
bless
Just
you.
kept watching.
God bless you. Okay. And so people sent me a little clip. And I said, oh my God, the pain this woman must be in. Wendy, the pain you must be in to feel this way. And I'm so sorry. But listen, let me tell you this. 23 years I've been with my husband. Yes. Broke for a very long time together. Struggled for a very long time together. Succeeded for the last couple of years together, right? My husband took a job in agreement with me. He took a job 15 years ago to help support my dream. And I know you may not know what that looks like in a genuine place, right? But this was an agreement that my husband and I had. And I told him 15 years ago, oh, babe, in 5 years, I'll be able to take you out of there so then you can pursue one of your dreams that you love. Right now, I was his dog in the fight, okay? And he believed in me. And we did it together for the last 15 years.
I love that woman so much. I love Tabitha Brown. I love her.
Wendy, you should have just sat there and drank that hot tea.
Girl.
And mind your business. And to because that was projecting.
And even did you see the clip of Wendy? Because normally her audience is very like, yeah, they was like, oh, why are you coming for Tabitha Brown?
You're not good, baby.
Yeah,
you're not good.
They were like, oh, it was kind of like,
child, go to therapy, Wendy.
Yeah, that's really it. Like it don't make no type of sense.
Okay. Our last two kind of things.
Technically.
Bill Cosby is a free man. Again, he had taken a deal so that when he confessed that he would not be able to be what's the word? Convicted?
Yeah.
Convicted of charges. So he's back out here on these streets again. Phylicia Rashad, very excited about the release of her friend.
Yeah.
What did she tweet? I got it right. I got it somewhere around here. I screenshotted it. Here she goes. She said, finally, a terrible wrong is being righted. A miscarriage of justice is corrected. Of course, the people was not feeling that.
And y'all fake because I'm sorry.
Not they fake.
Y'all are. Phylicia Rashad's been on Bill Cosby's side this entire time. She has been extremely vocal about it from the very beginning. And this has been almost a 5-year situation been going on. And she has put out shows and movies, and y'all are all Auntie Phylicia, Auntie Phylicia, Auntie Phylicia. So what changed?
I heard that they were trying to get her because she's supposed to be the dean at Howard University, actually.
Yep, the students is like, no.
Yeah, they're trying to get her removed.
I mean, I don't know if she needs to be removed. Like, I don't know about that. Like,
I understand it though, in a sense, because do you want, if something happens to you on campus, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true.
And you go and I don't know if students will have access to her like that, but even still, you know what I'm saying? Like,
probably won't.
If you can confide in a dean, about your department, if something happens in that department, and she's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I get it. I definitely get it. I don't know if I doubt that she.
I don't know.
It's tough. I don't because this is what I'm saying. Like, she's been vocal, and Howard University also knew how vocal. It's not like she's been quiet about this. She has gone on shows, done interviews about why she feels like Bill Cosby should be A, B, C, D, So, and they still hired her, and we still supported her. So, is it the fact that he's released and she's supporting him? Like, because nothing has changed in the last couple of years. So,
true.
I don't understand.
True.
You know what I'm saying? There's no shock factor. So that, and unfortunately, that's probably how Howard University is looking at the students. Like, the papers is signed,
right?
And y'all was all for it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I hear you 100%.
Y'all was all for it when the ink wasn't dry.
I don't know. This is just one of those weird things in terms of like culture and cancel culture and whatnot. And I cancel culture and whatnot, and just what those lines mean really. So, yikes.
It's crazy.
Yep. Okay. The Olympics are coming up.
Are they?
They are, and I know this because I work in TV. One of the stations will be handling Olympics.
Jesus.
I know. It's not going to be fun. I'm going to be stressed, girl. I'm going to be stressed. Bags all under the eyes. We have found out, couple things, that they're not allowing people with Afro-textured hair to wear swim caps that are designed for their hair because it doesn't follow regulations or rules.
Yeah, they said the elite swimmers don't need them. So the white swimmers, that's all you got to say.
Yeah. That sucks.
Yeah.
That really sucks.
Yeah.
And then thinking about that, I think about Alice and Felix, who had that contract with Nike, and they wanted her to go back to running, and she was like, "I just had a baby, I almost like died." Like,
Right.
so she's no longer partnered with Nike. She started her own brand called Sasha.
I love it.
Sasha.
Yeah.
And she's out there doing her thing. She just she broke a record. I think she broke Usain. She's the fastest person right now. She broke his record. Was it him?
I forget who it was.
She broke anyway, she broke somebody's record.
She was doing what she been doing.
Right, this whole time.
Yeah.
So there have been just like a lot of undertones in terms of racism and regulation for Black people with the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
And I will be the first to say that I think I was completely oblivious to a lot of this stuff until it being pointed out to me this year. You know what I'm saying? And I am one of those people who love to watch the Olympics.
Me too.
So I do feel a way, like, you know, it's like being a Black person in America is just so much.
Yeah.
You know, because when the Olympics come on, you know, we see our people out there, you know, especially us, we on the track and field more than likely.
Okay.
And you want to be a proud American. You want to be like, you know, USA, go for the gold. But then when they try to regulate our players like this, or, you know, our athletes, it's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And my thing is like a swim cap, like what?
A swim cap.
And I think so. And the swim cap that they're talking about is a Black-owned swim cap. So yeah, so it's a double homicide. So it's like, is it because they're not wearing your swim caps?
Right.
Well, actually, it is. It's because they're not wearing your swim caps is why you have a problem with it. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I would love, it would be dope if the other swimmers of other races and other countries, like, you know what? We'll wear the swim caps too. It's not a problem.
Right.
It's not, but I mean, you got sponsors. So, you know, somebody who's sponsored by Nike and Adidas and all these other places, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can't just go on willy nilly and just wear whatever they want, which sucks. But, you know, it is, I'm to the point now where I'm not excited about the Olympics anymore. I will not be watching because what they're doing is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
So first you started with, you know, no protest, no Black Lives Matter, nothing. Mm-hmm. Don't bring that crap over here. Now, you can't wear a certain swim cap. Like, what's that about?
Right. And
you already know what we're about to talk about.
Goes right into our lip service question of the day.
Ridiculous. So shout out to my mom for kind of giving this lip service question out. What are your thoughts on the Sha'Carri Richardson situation? I'm not even going to explain because I'm pretty sure y'all know what's been going on.
Everybody and their mama on Facebook has been talking about this.
Well, you know what? I'll go ahead.
Yeah.
Sha'Carri Richardson has been banned from competing in this summer's Olympics due to her testing positive.
Just the 100-meter run, which is the one where which qualified her. So she can... No?
Earlier today, she is out of the Olympics.
Shut up.
So now the 400-meter...
Not even a relay?
Nothing. She cannot compete. Yeah, hold on. I meant to tell you that earlier. She...
What?
Yeah. Where is my likes? Like... Yeah. She's out. Yeah.
Wow.
It's not looking good. So we want to know what y'all thought about it. I'm gonna read these as quickly as I can.
She smoked some weed. That's why.
Yeah, she smoked some weed like everybody else do. So shout out to my mom, Survivor 630. She said, every cause has an effect. She should have made a better choice of how to ease her pain. However, it's because we are Black and so is she. We feel she deserves a second chance. She doesn't. She knows damn well because she's Black that all eyes are on her ass. #think. Shout out to Janella Adele. Hey girl.
Hey girl.
She said weed is legal in too many places and for too many uses for it to be an issue, especially since this is not a performance enhancing drug. Also, I'd feel this way even if she wasn't coping with the loss of her mom. Mm-hmm. Reggie Underdog. Hey Reg.
Hey Reg.
He said weed use doesn't enhance physical performance. Weed use doesn't enhance physical performance and it shouldn't be in the rule books, but because it is, she should have been more responsible. Ricky's daughter's daddy. That's cute.
That's Mary's dad.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
He said, moment of insanity, a moment of comfort, a moment to forget. She still has a long career ahead of her, and I'm pushing for her to stay focused, to have a great impact on the world. We must remember that there's always some system in place to away what you've earned. Period. Soul Train Company, what up?
Hey.
He said, I'm all for smoking weed, especially as an athlete, but especially
He's pro weed.
Okay, period. You heard it. I'm all for smoking weed, especially as an athlete, but if you know they are going to test you, you might want to lay off until the games are done. She probably thought she got it out of her system like most of us do, but all of our little fail safes aren't 100% proof. It's not the end of the world though, so I can't wait to see her compete in the future. Missy Centric, hey Joya.
Hey girl.
She said, I feel like she could have found a better way to cope with losing her mom. I'm sure that's difficult and I can't imagine, but I'm sure her mom wouldn't have wanted to ruin her chances of going to the Olympics. However, she's taken full accountability. I'm just hoping she has learned her lesson. Mm-hmm. Y'all gave really dope responses, so shout out to all y'all. Really, really dope responses.
Good.
What are your thoughts, sis? What are your thoughts, sis?
I mean, I'm really echoing what just about everybody said, you know, in terms of, I really wish she wouldn't have done it. Let's just start there, right? You know, this is like an important moment for her in terms of breaking history of, you know, everything that she's gone through, you know, with losing her mother and whatnot and getting to this point, you know, so much hard work that she put on the line. But in the same hand, like, I'm like, sis is grieving. But then what does that say in terms of practices of how we grieve and how we handle grief? You know? Why did she feel like she needed to turn to weed that would obviously affect her being in the Olympics?
Yeah.
You know, why couldn't she have found another way to grieve? But I'm not saying that her grieving process is wrong. I'm just saying, where are we as people where we use things like weed to help us grieve? Mm-hmm. And I think that's just something I think that's another part of the conversation that hasn't really been said. Yeah. You know, that's where I'm at. Yeah. What about you?
I'm literally mimicking everything that everybody said, because when the news first broke, I was kind of like, well, you know, they about to test you for everything, like weed, steroids, COVID, everything, you know what I'm saying? But then on the flip side, I'm kind of like, it shouldn't be that serious, you know what I'm saying? Because it's something that, it's not like you're telling me, she tested positive that one day. If you test her the very next day, I'm pretty sure it's out of her system. Mm-hmm. And to kind of mimic what Soul Train Company? I was like, to mimic what he was saying, it's kind of like, it's just, we have to be really careful when it comes to those, like, everybody knows, like, you drink a bunch of cranberry juice or whatever and it's out of your system. Like, not necessarily. So, I kind of just, I do wish he didn't do it, because it's just, for me, y'all know me, I'm always like, I don't trust nobody. So, like, I really don't, like, but it's just like, I always just think a lot of, and I don't know, I'm not like, I have to work through my issues with that. I always think that there's an ulterior motive behind a lot of different things, because I wonder if she, wasn't viral on Twitter and wasn't being posted everywhere, would they even, you know what I mean? Yeah. That the timing is just, but so
I'm glad you said
off.
That, because someone brought it up. Oh my God. And I just went past it, and they were saying how, like, when FloJo was running, she would be getting tested randomly all the time, way more than her her peers in the Olympics. Mm-hmm. So it definitely seems like a targeted thing. Yeah. Of course, and I just hate that we have to be like, we can't do everything. Right. And it's like, our parents tell us, we got to be twice as good. And it's like, sometimes I just want to be regular. Sometimes I just want to be basic.
I am so ready to have that conversation when you are. Because I've been seeing everybody, like, I saw somebody tweeted today and was like, we only got 5 months left. Start that business, do this. Or binge a show on Netflix.
Don't.
Eat carbs and
read a book.
Do what normal people do. Shop, spend all your money. Like, it is what it is.
There is a lot of pressure. Child, we got to go on a tangent, but there is a lot of pressure to be a black person.
Girl.
Especially when you have talented gifts and abilities like she does.
It's ridiculous.
Just think about, before we got all to this, how many hand-drawn cartoons did you see of Sha'Carri before? Exactly.
You got me.
Exactly. They were everywhere. And it's like, dang, like, even our biggest stars can't be regular people, basic people, can't even make mistakes. Brand new girl. Like, most of the country hadn't heard of her. We were so excited for her.
They were like, no.
Right.
And then the fact that she said on national television that she just lost her biological mother, you know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Y'all not even willing to cut her a break.
Nothing.
But I am going to shout out Nike and LSU. Nike said we will continue to support her. We not, because of course, and I'm pretty sure the Olympics is looking at like, really?
Right.
Why? I'm pretty sure everybody on the Nike roster smokes weed.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, seriously. Oh, half the NBA smoke weed. Like, seriously. So why would we take away our sponsorship of this young lady? Same with shout outs to the LSU track alumni who made that amazing video.
Loved it.
In support of her. Like, y'all not gonna get her like that. Okay,
Right.
so she's not in the Olympics this year. And to be honest, if the Delta variant running around here, why y'all still having the Olympics anyway? If it was that serious, it would be canceled.
But, we'll see her in 2024.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, and I know it's not gonna happen, but I'm not gonna watch the Olympics because I don't like the way that they're policing black women. I hate that. I'm not gonna see Simone Biles, but it would be so dope if all the athletes from Simone to LeBron to Kevin Durant, all of them, was to be like, you know what? We can't protest. We can't say this. Y'all can't wear caps. Sha'Carri ain't running. We can't do this. We gonna stay our asses over here in the United States. And y'all have a boring behind Olympics, and we'll see y'all once y'all get y'all stuff together. Seriously, that would be so dope. They was like, y'all on Twitter supporting her, everybody tweeting. Why don't we just stay over here?
Sounds nice.
I'm gonna stay over here. If Simone Biles was like, you know what, I got enough gold right now. Okay.
Sis is like, I'm getting things named after me. I kind of need to be there.
Yeah, that's true.
Sis has like 2 things now.
I love her.
That are named after her. So
it would be really dope if they were just like, you know what, we gonna stay over here when y'all figure out what y'all want to do, and then we'll come back. But I know that's not realistic. I do know it's not realistic, but
it's nice to dream though.
Yeah, I would really like that. I really would. So yeah, it sucks. It really sucks.
It really, really does. So. Best of her. It's okay. It's a hard lesson, but I'm almost certain we'll see her again.
Cause like y'all sell weed on Instagram. Seriously,
sell weed on Instagram.
Cause and I did see a lot of people talking about, oh well, it's legal in Oregon, right? The Olympics is in Tokyo, so that don't got nothing to do with it.
Right? It's completely different.
That has nothing to do with it. It's legal in Oregon, but it's not legal in Texas.
Honestly, probably the board of people who handle the Olympics probably ain't no black people up there.
And that's on period.
That is on period.
So,
yeah.
Dang. We know this was kind of a somber episode, but
I know.
It was just a lot going on. A lot of somber things.
It was.
And plus, we still got the itis from 4th of July.
Absolutely. Running all through my veins.
Okay. I'm about to eat some more leftovers.
I love it. But I do got some good news. We got a 5-star review.
Hey, I mean, what else would you give us?
What else would you give us? What else would you give us?
Okay.
Exactly. This is from Shay's World 23.
Hey, Shay's World.
Hey, girl, hey. The title says real, dope, hilarious.
I love y'all titles.
I know, right? This show is informative, real, and hilarious. Every listen is worth the minutes. I love your show, ladies. Keep it up. Can't wait to see what's next.
Oh, y'all bang with us.
Thank you so much, girl.
Podcast gang.
Appreciate you.
That's dope.
We appreciate you so
I
much.
love it. Shout out to you.
That's it for this week's episode, you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
That's it.
Follow us on all of our social medias. We are on Twitter at HeadWrappOD. We're on Instagram at Headwraps and Lipsticks. Check out our Facebook page, Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast. Oh, you know what we forgot to do? Shout out to Gavin and Key over at Paid and Exposure Podcast. We almost forgot.
They some fools, y'all.
They was over there cutting up, not us.
Cutting up.
Please head over to their YouTube channel. If I can find a link to the episode, I will put it in the description box so you guys can check it out and see us over there doing our best Keith Sweat impressions. We had so much fun with them. we had so much fun with them.
They tag Keith Sweat too, so Keith Sweat
probably done blocked us on social. I know.
That's crazy.
So yeah, check them out. Okay, now we're on. Go to our website, www.headwrapsandlipsticks.com, where we have t-shirts and crew necks that are for sale but not on sale. Remember that we are finally on The Block. It's theblock.com. News, articles, culture, local arts, all of it there at itstheblock.com. And you can follow them on Twitter at itstheblock_ and Instagram itstheblock_. It's all the same, baby. But if you don't remember, don't worry. It's in the description box below.
Yo, you're so good at this.
And finally,
she just,
I'm doing my best.
she just flows with it. I love it.
And finally, we are on a whole bunch of streaming platforms: Spotify, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube, and I always forget to say it. Well, of course, we're on TikTok. A lot of you came from over there.
Shout out to y'all.
So nice to have you.
Shout out to y'all.
Ooh, okay. Oh yeah. Listen. The GoFundMe is in.
I keep not this. Y'all know.
Listen, we keep having this action happening.
You know
here.
what she about to say.
The GoFundMe is in the link, okay? And if you don't rock with GoFundMe, the Cash App is there, $HeadWrappOD. Okay, now I'm done.
Period.
All right, sis.
Yes. All right.
What's your joke?
Okay, so I'm back to the Bible. Joe's joking jokes.
Oh my God.
All right, so I got 2 for y'all today. It's been a somber episode, so we're gonna end with some laughter, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. What is a fighter's favorite thing to wear?
I don't know. Gloves?
Boxer briefs. Get it? That's cute. All right. Okay, here's another one.
Oh my God.
What's a coin's favorite thing to wear?
I don't know.
Corduroys.
Oh my God.
Get it? Corduroys?
I'm about to quit the show. I'm going to have to quit the show.
This one really took me out. I thought that was so cute. Get it?
I'm going to have to quit the show.
No, you can't quit the show.
No, I'm going to have to because
You can't quit the show.
I don't know how much longer I can do this.
Corduroys.
What?
That one was really cute. I love this book. Oh, man. You actually knew that was funny. You know it was funny. You know.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into this week's episode. I might not be here next week because I just don't know if I can do this no more.
You can't leave me.
I'm going to have to leave you. I just don't know.
You can't leave me.
I don't think I can do this no more. I really don't. I'm going to have to quit the show because I just don't think I can do this anymore.
Listen, the people love it.
Oh my God.
The people love it. So make sure y'all send me some jokes. Okay? Send them to me on Twitter. Send them to me on Instagram. Send them to me. Just send them to me. Okay? You find a joke, send them to me. I will read them and annoy the hell out of Sierra every week. I'm here every week.
See y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye. Tragic.
Corduroys was really cute.
No.
That was really cute. I don't care.